Good morning. Welcome to Practical Python Training for Scientists and Engineering. My name is Hamza Jiol. I'm a PhD student at Ohio University in China. The objective of this training is to learn Python by case study. Since there is a lot of available course online and many friends and classmates request me to help them to learn Python in the easiest way. So we try to find this way, which is to find a to learn Python by case study. So in this case study, the first case study we learn is to analyze the leading causes of death in the United States of America between 1999 and 2017. So the data we use is available on this link. So this case study will try to answer the following questions. The first one is what is the total number of record in the dataset? For example, you have a dataset in an Excel file or CSV file. So we need to know all record about that inside the file, because you can have more than 1,000 or more than 20,000 data. So it is harder to count line by line. So there is a way to use the way you can find it using Python. The second one is what were the cause of death in the data set. I show you the sample data set. And what was the total number of death in the United States from 1999 to 2017? And you also try to answer to find the number of days per age from that day, and which 10 state had the highest number of deaths overall. And the last one is to answer to find the top causes of death in the United States during this period. So before starting the practical learning, you need at least to understand what is Python. In the simplest way, Python is an interpret programming language. So to understand what is mean interpreting, is mean it executes one line at a time. So if you have a program from one line to 120, Python will try to learn in one line by line. That means if you have error in the first line, the program will stop and you show you the error. And there is also compile programming language like C and C++. This type of programming language is converted directly into machine code that the processor can execute. It's like a C and C++. So since you are focused in case study, you can learn more, can find more information about this. What is the difference between interpreting and the compiled programming language, and where we can apply Python. Python can be applied for many fields. For example, you can apply Python for web application, to develop a web application, to develop a desktop view application. Like for example, Skype is a one example of a desktop view application. Also for console-based application and software development, scientific and numerical. This here this field we are interesting how to learn Python for simulation, for academic simulation, because this is the aims of this course, to help students who are problem about their to conduct simulation about their research. But you can also learn from for business application and 3D like game, to develop game application and enterprise application. But the most thing and the most powerful of Python is usually it is used for data analytic or data analysis. So let's start by learn how to set up Python environment, because before you start using Python you need to set up the environment which you will use to to test your code and to run your code. So first you try to install Python. The easiest way to install Python is to let's see, go to Google. You just need to write Python. You Google it. You go to the official website. You see, and try to find the last version of Python. So let's we go to download. You see, this is the last version for Windows. So since you are using Windows, we'll download it for Windows. Just click download. This is the link. After you finish, you just need to run it. You can also check this one so that, for example, if you want to test if you have ready Python on your Windows, you just need to open CMD. Just type here CMD. For example, I show you how to open it. Command prompt CMD. When it's open, now you type Python. You see, no error, no message. So it means that Python is installed in. You have already installed Python in this Windows. So for you can select it or no, or install it. So you choose, for example, install now or customize installation. So you select what you want to install. You see, and next. But for us, you can go. Yes, you continue install until the end. So since you have already installed it, you just escape. So we are canceling the installation. Okay. Now next is to install Anaconda. We show you how to install Anaconda and what's Anaconda. Same thing, just type on Google Anaconda. You go to the official website of Anaconda. Same thing, you try to download it. Let's go to the download link. Or just let's write Anaconda download so that it will help to easily download Anaconda. So you go there, you see download. It will ask you which one you want to download. For Windows, which come with a Python 3.8 or Mac or Linux. So we use Windows 64 or 32. It depends of the size of your Windows, the version, your Windows version. So you just download it, click download, it will download it. So you have already installed it, and next is to verify if your Anaconda installation working. Now if the installation is done, you just write Anaconda in the command prompt. search area, for example this, and we need to open this one, Anaconda Navigator. You see is open Anaconda. Wait until it open. So what is interesting with Anaconda, it is a like package management for Python, so you don't need to install all modules or package to Python. It will help you to manage almost everything you need about Python. So you wait until it open. So this, just close it. Okay, now this is the Anaconda Navigator. Now in Anaconda you can have the prompt, for example the cmd command, or same thing like this. You can just say conda is this one. You open it to see if your conda installation is good, because it is of course show that it's good because you have already opened it, the navigator. So you can also try like this, conda list, show you all package you install through a which came with Anaconda. So you see there is a lot of environment that Anaconda help you to 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 up to to run your application. For example, this is in Jupyter, this is the PSharm, this is like a IDE to where you can write your program or code. So for us, we just try to use this one, the easiest one and simplest one, that is Jupyter. Just open it and wait until it open. So by default it will show you your application or your folder. So the easiest way to write a Python script, you click here new Python. For example, let's just write print hello. Print is just to show this one on the now when you run it, you can see hello. You just show hello. So now let's go back to what we learned. So okay, now since you have set up the Python environment and you are ready to test code, the first question that we need to answer is this one: what is the number of the record? First we need to find the record. For example, I said that you can download the record in this link. I have already downloaded, but I show you how to just copy it. I will show the record on the video description. You copy the link and paste it here and enter. You see, he download the CV. Okay, this one, since we are using a code example, the first thing, okay, let's open it. You see how it look like. So you see, this is the year, this is the course name, this one is the course name, the state, the died, number of died, the age, I just date, rate. So this, you see, this is how this open data, open source data that you want to analyze. Suppose that you are doing research and you get your data like that, any data, because in any field some students need to go to do survey or or to run code to get data. Anyway, if you have your data like that, it can be many colon 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 and many lines, so you have your data on in CSV file format. So we need to analyze it, and the first question we say we want to answer is what is the total number of record cases. It means that how many lines how many rows, sorry, we have in this file. So for this, you just need to write this code, and they will learn. For since we say we learn by case study, so the file we download, you just rename it like this, so that it'll be simple name. You see this NCHS, so we just rename it. For example, I open the file, download. You just right click and rename it. You give only this name. So but me I have already renamed it, so just cancel because I have already renamed it. When you rename it, when you first run the Jupyter, you need to copy. For instance, here, where is the file? File is here. You see, this is the file we are going to analyze. So you need to copy it on your Jupyter files folder here. You see, the default one is here. Okay, I have read it. Okay, let's come back to our console. So we need to read the data. So from here we have something we say import panda is pd. So what does it mean? It means that you are importing one package that is panda, and we like give the name that we'll call as pd. So data equals pd point csv. This also new case, so you learn what is csv, you learn what is head, you learn what means sharp and drobner. So this simple test, let's test this to see what you'll get, and next we explain you how you get this one. So just copy the code and run it here. So you copy it and okay, panda asp data like that. Okay, just like the first one. Oh, okay, let's write this too. Data pd read csv, the name of the csv file, data head 3. What does it mean? Okay, let's, this panda is a package we explain in later. Read csv, we read like csv file. Now data, if you say data, he'll just output all data. But if you say data point head 3, it means that he will show he will get output like 3 rows. That's why you put 3. If you didn't put 3, by default he will show you 5 rows. So let's run this. You see, he show us the first, the because the first one stay by index 0, first 1 2 3 4, so it is in total is 5 rows. If you come here, for example, this is the first row, here is this one, this one 1 2 3 4 5, is this line that could show us. Okay, now if you want to get the 1 2 3, just write 3. So this the this is the keyword. What he did, the keyword hate, he shows the first two in default. If he didn't give a number, he gives the first 5 rows. For example, if you give 0, sorry, 1 will give the first row, 2 the first two rows, and so on. There is also a way to get the last the last uh, the last 5 rows. For example, these keyword tiles. And also, don't worry about that. You don't need to memorize all keyword. For example, if you don't know something, you just write on Google how to get the first 5 rows in Python. This is how to, for example, you see there's many tutorials they will show you. So what is important in this thing is to understand the basic. If you understand how the program works, so it's easy for you to do anything you want. You just need to understand the basic. So this one will show us the last 5 rows. Just run, we see this is the last 5 rows, you see. So which keyword do you need? So you see, read CSV, we have already explained it. Head, we explain it. Now sharp, what sharp did? Okay, you see, when you write only data, he will show all data. So he'll take memory, since the file is we have more data, so we don't need to show all. So now if you say data point shape, it will show the number of rows and number of column. Let's see. So you see we have 10,868 rows and 6 column. So for the column, you can try to check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 column. So this keyword shape he gave you, he said data point, because data, he's reading the file. Now with the point shape, he gives you the number of rows and number of columns. So the next keyword is drobna. This is very important, this drobna. What is mean drobna? For example, you can have a file like that. For example, when you do a survey, they say here no answer. For example, this one, nah, no answer. Or this one, none. Example, no. So if you, because there's no compatibility, you have here numbers and here something like not numbers is not defined, or even they can even put like not defined. For example, not defined. So if you have something like that, you need what to name to clean data. So this is the role of this drobna. It will clean the line don't have information like that. So let's run it. You see, he cleans the line. He give us the 5 2 rows and the last two. Sorry, the last two is the 5 first rows. So this is important of this keyword. Okay, now what is panda? If you, because you call something what you name the package, because panda is just a library, or sometimes people say packages. So a library in program, what does it mean? It just collects a collection of function. In simple way, we can say, for example, before you cook, you need to find some items like onion, potato, something like that, so that when you're cooking, you have all your function or all your item that will help you to cook. It's like that. Or when you want to make bread, you need some item to make it. So it's the same thing with Panda. Panda is just a library. So it is open source library. It provides data manipulation and analysis. And the name comes from panel data. Is mean they took the name from that panel data, that is Panda. It also helps to have like a multi-dimensional data. in simple word is like how to manipulate like matrix data or array data like that. So we will not go inside too much the detail because as we tell at the beginner, we need to learn from case study, so it will be easy for everyone to understand the basic of Python and to do their simulation and analysis. This is the main objective. So read CSV, it reads the entire CSV. Okay, we can also have some case is before one friend asked me how to read if you record. For example, you just need to read 4 rows. So you just do same thing. For example, uh, to get I have another file. Let me show you the file is sol. Just this simple CSV file just to understand how we can be this is like a product file. For example, you are working in the in the one supermarket or something, so these are selling information. I just download online is a example data so that you can use it to analyze and to learn Python. So you have the region country, something like that. So if you want to read, okay, let me change the data. We'll come back to this file. Okay, it's the same. You can use until just for now. Want to read 4 rows. You just write it's 4 rows. Name rows. Name rows equals 4. Something like that. So this one you have finished with it. So you can do this to learn only 4 rows. For example, we run it. Oh, I didn't select it. Sorry. We select first because this we select it and run it. So it, oh, you didn't show it. And now data, because we didn't call, we just run it. Now before we, if you want to print, we need to call what you want to print. We want to print data. You see, we read 4 rows, 1 2 3 4 rows. So you see, if it is 5 rows, for example, same thing, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, if it is two rows. So this is a way if you need to read special rows. So okay, this one I've already explained it. For example, height, it will read the first 5 rows. For example, cell point height, and this K hotel read the last 5 rows. To read specific colon, you can use colon. It mean here, if for example this code, if you write it, it will read colon, the first colon which index 0, the second colon which index 2, and the sixth colon which index 6. So this will write the first, for example, the first 4 rows. This one we want to print 4 rows and the specific colon. This colon, the first colon and second colon, and like that. So let's do it. Use colon. So here, for example, we want to do 4. Use call. This is the first one, for example, second one, and just here we are 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 4 example mean we need the colon, first colon, second colon, and fourth colon. So let's run it. You see, you show the first one was here, which one is here. For example, first colon this one, and a second one cause name, and died this one. 1 2 3 4 5. You see this one. This 5 colon is always index because it start from index 0. So 0 first colon, yes, 1 second colon, this 5 colon. So we got it. Okay, this you have explained it. What is the role of sharp? What's the role of drop now? It's like it will drop all missing data as explained before. So this is what we learn today. So if you want to answer for the first question, how many record you have, how can you answer? We have already did it. You just need to run this one. Read all sharp. So this one is shown is the number of rows and the number of column. So to run, so the answer is this one, the first question. What is the total number of record date cases? It means total number of record in this file. So it is this answer 10,868. So in the next video we'll go to the second question, which is this one. What were the cause of death in this dataset? You have already answered to this. We'll also show you a program in Python who will try to answer this question. Thank you. That is all for today.